Easy here, hi guys and gals. Well, I'm out walking a little bit and thought I'd take time to do a little vlog. Haven't made any tags this week. I'm not really into it. I mean, Actually, I also noticed yesterday, I don't think Jasmine made a tag. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's no rule that you have to every time. I'm going to point him back. You can see there's a tennis area over there. We're in a park, and that's a private club actually, but in this part of the town there's a whole bunch of schools. Behind the tennis area over there, that's a specialized school for people who have speech problems. And around me, well, like this I've been here many times, but there's like an old folks home that way, and here there's different seniors residences related to actually I think these are for church orders. I was going to say most people in church orders now are old. Oh, that's interesting. Look at the cars here. The first two have parking tickets. I was walking here yesterday and I had a chat with the policewoman, and I asked her, because I got an app and I've often wondered how it was, because there's several of these apps. I mean, there's a whole load of these apps. And she said, well, when we come to a car now, we scan the license plate, and if the license plate is registered in any of those apps, it comes out immediately. And so she said, it's a good system in that respect. And those apps make you pay just what you need and nothing more, so they're pretty good. While I'm walking here, I'll show you the house over here. I really like that one. It was probably part of an older farm, and that's what's left of it. There's two apartments. I don't think I'd like to live in it. I mean, because there's really small windows and probably not great lighting, but outside it's really cool. Yeah. So we're coming up to the sports grounds, and let's see, maybe I'll vlog here. I haven't vlogged here, and I wonder if I ever have actually. So it's a series of benches that are used actually quite often by the people that are in the different senior residences. Okay, just about here. Yeah. Oh, there's the bus. If you remember, when I was still working, I'd often go and get an article of what I would call silly science. And this morning I went back on the site. I hadn't been there for a while. I get it like in a news feed, and I saw an article that once again made me smile. It says, I'll just show it like this. It says, early morning university classes correlate with poor sleep and academic performance. So it's something that was made at Duke. Now, I thought Duke was a good university until I mean, you know what I'm getting at, is that, they're saying something like sleep scientists analysis show associations between early classes, less sleep, poor attendance, and reduced grade point average. Studies in secondary and junior college have shown that later start times can have positive impact on grades. Okay, what does that mean? Let the kids sleep in. Don't do classes in the morning. Pamper them, don't you? When I was at university, there was always a Thursday night parties. That was a regular thing. It was made for, I'm going to keep on walking. It was made actually to finance usually, the graduations or stuff like that, whatever. There were different reasons. And they were usually on Thursday night because it was towards the end of the week. And people, they didn't make a party on Friday because the students would go off home or something like that, there'd be a lot less people. And early in the week, it was pretty much the same. Thursday was the night. If you could get the Thursday spot, you knew you were going to make a killing. I mean, you were going to make a lot of money. But we had specialist professors who would always make their exams on Friday. I had the physical chemistry class, and the professor was well known for that. He loved it, and he used to say, I know that people are going to go to the parties, and if you want to have a good grade, you stay away from the party. And anyway, so but sometimes we go to the parties, and especially if we were the organizing people, we go to the party and we spend a large part of the night there. I mean, there have been a few times when I've actually, went back to my dorm room, showered, and went off to class. Not often, but it's happened. I wouldn't have done it before an exam, no. But anyway, having said that, when I get back to this paper, I'm thinking like, duh, once again, like, who is funding for these things? You're stating such an obvious thing. Now, of course, if classes started in the afternoon, people would sleep in and everything. But do you think really it would change much? Students, if you've ever been a student, especially a college student or university, you know how well we adapt to those things. Give us an inch, we'll take a mile. Anyway, all that to say is that it's still, I still become perplexed, surprised that there's funding for this type of research. Anyway, unbelievable. Yeah. There's still a bit of snow in the mountains further off, but over here there's nothing. We've got I'll tell you. We have, oh goodness, come on, 12 degrees. Sorry, I stick my nose right in your face. 12 degrees Celsius right now, so that's pretty warm. Yeah. Okay, like I said, I was walking in the sports grounds. Yeah. This evening, I was invited. Well, we made it. With a friend of mine, which I've been out with for quite a while before, but haven't seen him now since. Oh, I saw him at the end of the last year. Yeah. But we used to go out together, maybe 3-4 times a year probably, and just have either a beer or a meal or both, usually both. And we're gonna meet up tonight, so it's kind of interesting. We're gonna go and have a tartare steak. You know what that is? It's raw beef actually, and there's this special place that looks like a log cabin. I have taken pictures of it, I think, in videos a few years back. And so we're going there, and we're gonna kind of reconnect. He was a teacher. He's retired now, like myself. We're the same age, but he took early retirement. And yeah, I guess we're gonna get back on, talk about old things. Have you ever noticed something though? If you meet up with a friend, there's two types of, usually there's two types of meetings. One is usually with people that, you could not see them for 20 years and it would still be like if you just met them. I mean, met them in the sense is that you just take over where you were. And others, you got to rehash old things because you don't know what to talk about. I was at a meal last week with two former work colleagues, and it was a little bit like that. We talk about older things, some of the things that were going on, but we were work colleagues. We weren't friends. So that'll be, tonight the guy I'm with, we're friends. So we'll talk about other things. We'll talk about our hobbies. We'll talk about, our families, and it'll be, you know, a real time out. Oh goodness, I'm up to 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop there. Tell me what you think. You know, I know that some of you go out regularly for coffee, like Dave. And, you know, you guys chat, and that's great. So anyway, tell me what you think about it. DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Have a good Wednesday. Bye.